Hello, hello, good morning, happy Sunday. I am happy to be back here coding again. I'm so sorry I had to miss Friday. Thursday night, it just sucked. Getting food poisoning is like one of the worst things to happen because like, unlike just normally being sick, I can blame, being sick, I can blame somebody else for getting me sick, even if like, there's some more that I could do. In food poisoning, it's always, especially now that we're cooking at home, it's like, what did I do? Oh, I screwed myself up. It's all my fault. And then felt crappy all that night, all the next day. I think it's only like yesterday afternoon that I started feeling a lot better. But I'm back now, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do some coding here. Let's see, do I want to show off? I think there's one thing I do want to show off. I had gotten a question on YouTube about header files in Rust. Specifically, not like, do you need header files? Because I think that was understood that you don't have to have header files. It was more of the question of, can you have header files? Do you not want to open up there? Okay, I'll open up you manually. Let's see, where was this? CD. Oh, that's my problem. I have that on. Okay, let's try this again. That one. There we go. So I created a basic repo to sort of like experiment around with this. I was pretty sure that you could have your impl file separate than your than the like declaration of the types essentially. But okay, let me maybe take a step backwards. What are header files? Like, what does that mean when you hear that? If you're coming from like C or C++ world, you know exactly what this is. For everyone else, a header file is a file, usually with something like .h, that you put the declarations for the types that you're going to use into there, and then the implementations go into like the main programming file. So something like, if we take a look at where I have here, this could be like the equivalent of like a header file type thing. I'm declaring that we're going to have a struct named hello. It's going to have a name with the type on it, but no implementation details go into this file whatsoever. So then I could create all of these here. So I could have like maybe a pub struct, or like even an enum, and they go in here. This is where those are. So I created this hello that just prints out hello, the name. And I am doing the impl in this other file here. And I'm trying to make it in like a usable architecture. It is really not that easy. Like, I couldn't easily do like a mod inside of here. So my mod here is showing this there. I don't know if this needs to be public. That may be. Oh, right. No, it does need to be public because. So it absolutely needs to be public also, like the header files. I can't just require them in separately because the way that this works is we need to know what type this is, like this struct hello. So that ends up needing to be part of this entire mod. So we have hello and then the hello headers. In our main function, we're running this. We then say, okay, let hello equals hello new. We grab hello out of this hello h. We pass it in that, and then I can do hello.speak here. So not really any big difference here at this point. But if I come back to hello.rs, I have like our pub function new, I'm importing hello, everything like that looks normal. I'm having to use super to like get at the actual struct that I'm importing. All of that sort of like looks fine. I also wanted to test documentation to make sure that rendered fine too. It did. It was all fine. Like everything is fine, but there was one weird part. In order to do this new function here, I had to make name public. So name had to be public in order for me to actually set it in the constructor for hello, which I thought was really interesting. I don't have to do anything else for like the speak function where it just like returns the string of what is being spoken. But I thought that was interesting. So the answer is yes, you can do it. Also, you shouldn't do it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So I'm gonna go ahead and not save that. I have that up in YouTube, and I responded to the comment with a link to that in there. I just wanted to share it out with any of you who are seeing this video, and like, if any of you have any of the same questions about like, hey, could you do this if I really wanted to? Absolutely, it is possible to. But like many things in Rust, what is normal in other languages is not the best of ideas in Rust. And vice versa sometimes. Okay, let's come back to our code here, Asteroids. So what we have going on now is we have the ability to play the game. We can fly around. We can shoot and destroy the asteroids. Now I realized that I can make the asteroids look even better. Oh man, I almost got that too. I can make the asteroids look maybe just a little bit better by modifying the random generation of the mesh just a little bit. So this is in our helpers. To create the asteroid mesh right now, what we're doing is we have a random offset. I'm thinking I can use this same random offset over again. So here we have like the current angle, and so like we're offsetting the angle as the points around the circle. But I'm thinking also multiply scalar. This can also be plus the random offset. So if I do that, I think that the asteroid will look just a little bit better. A little bit sharper angles is the idea here. There we go. And so if I come back to our main library, let's create like 20 of these and see how it feels like. They still kind of look very similar to each other. I wonder if I can make that a little bit more. Like a random offset is the angle times 0.2. I wonder if I want to do something like a gen range of whatever this radius is. Let's see. So we have RNG here. We have a random offset. Oh, right. Okay. Here's what we want to do. We want to use an RNG.gen range. This is what I wanted. A negative random offset to a random offset. That's what I think. That's what I want. That will make it look better, I think. I mean, it looks a little bit better. They still look fairly, like, they don't look very sharp. And I suppose that's probably fine. Man, in this mode with 20 of these, I don't know if it's possible to survive for very long. This would be fairly crazy really quickly as you destroy them. We do need to hit them 3 times to make them go away, and they get faster and smaller every time you destroy them, which is not the funnest. What if I like multiply this by 2? Or what if I do like radius, it's like radius divided by times 0.2 radius times 0.2. That's significantly more interesting shaped. I think I like this a little bit more. Okay. So I'm gonna actually come here. So we have the random offset. I'm also gonna create a random, let's see, multiply scalar, radius. I have radius plus this. I wonder if I want to just move this to something like rng.gen range of like, I probably don't want, negative radius is going to be too much. I think I'm going to want like something like radius minus like some amount, like let's say 3. 2. Radius plus 3. Something like that. What do you look like? I mean, I'm changing these around. They're kind of looking exactly the same every single time I'm doing them. So I don't know if there's really the big point with me like creating this big old system for doing this. So let's just go. I'm gonna keep it like this for right now, but then I'm just going to mark in here. We can make this look better. We wanted to spend the time. That being said, I don't know if I really want to spend the time for it. I do want to get rid of some of these warnings. You are add it to my user dictionary. I use REST a lot. Okay, so we got all of that. I think we're good to go there. So we got good sort of like playability, like the core gameplay is there. I would love for us to track the level. So the level, a level system would be, I start with 1 asteroid and with like my 3 lives, and then I destroy all of the asteroid, like completely destroy the asteroid. I increment my level, and then I move on to level 2, which is now increase like the base speed of the asteroids and increase the number of asteroids. So if we come back here to the main library, let's maybe give ourselves a level. So I think we're going to go to names. Let's add in level here. And in here, we'll just say that we're going to start with level 1. And I'm going to not register. We're going to add a resource in for this. This will be level. Now I think you need to be, okay, so I can never go negative for levels, I don't have an I-32, so let's make you like a U. It's like a U-32, which should be fine. You made a Twitch bot. Why isn't it not running? I think the Twitch bot like froze a long time ago, and I think I didn't update it, so I think it's frozen. Did anybody try a command? Yeah, I don't have any. Nobody tried a command. I know I do have like Oh yeah, like that kind of thing. That's true. You know what? I've been slowly like migrating over. I figure I might just switch over to using Nightbot because I have it for like the link protection anyways. So I might as well just use Nightbot for the bot part too. I feel like I need to rebuild my channel commands. Add command. There we go. Add command is gonna be Discord message. Join us on Discord at. Yeah, I figure I'll just use this for right now. And then save my time for like building interesting things like asteroids and other type game type things. Let's see, where is it? Invite people. There it is. Invite. Copy that and boom. All right, so that should be a command now. That should now work. Also, I didn't say it, but Jack DMB, good morning. Hello, happy Sunday. All right, so we have our level. Let's try now using it. So I want to like create the asteroids. So this is going to be 0 through level. That should give us one asteroid here. And then I think, oh, happy Easter. Yeah, I don't personally celebrate Easter. Like a lot of kids around here do, like my niece does. I got pictures of her from my sister going around getting Easter eggs. I forgot that was today. It shows me how much I'm paying attention to it. So happy Easter for everybody who is celebrating that. Hello, Zilby. Zilby says happy Easter too, I'm sure. You would like all of your eggs to play around. Oh, you dropped a ball for me. You want me to throw a ball for you. He's got into the habit of bringing the toy if he wants us to throw it for him to play fetch. So we'll see how long he does. I don't have a good camera angle to like go down the hallway to show him playing fetch. That would be a lot of fun. Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. Ready, Zilby? He might be back. All right, so this is going to create one asteroid. I think I also want to. I don't know if I need to like display what the level is in the screen. But like as soon as the last asteroid little particle is destroyed, we want to increment the level and then spawn new asteroids. So that's going to be another system. So, okay, so in systems main, we're going to do a new file. And this is going to be the level system. I felt your tail. Oh, you're already gone. Okay. Never mind. All right, so we have level here, back to you. All right, so we have a pub function system. To return a result. So okay. Zilby jumped up onto like the windowsill next to me. Do I code in Rust professionally? No, I do not, Fuzznaub. I don't code professionally in Rust unless you count this professional, but I don't make enough money for me to like live off of it. So no, I don't. I code professionally. Well, okay, I'm a managing team lead. So I'm a manager, but I also like jump into code every once in a while at work. And we're using PHP, JavaScript, all the web technologies. So JavaScript, HTML, CSS. We're using Vue.js as our primary framework. I'm doing real true web components too now, with a really cool system that we just learned. And then finally, what was the last thing? A lot of AWS. It's like a lot of the AWS services for like transitioning away from the PHP side to do serverless things. And this is all fun. Like I've joked about with my team about like bringing in Rust, and most of them are all for it, but most of them are also not like not wanting to like have to learn that. We don't have enough people right now. Zilby is right over there. I wonder if I can like move this camera. Do I have enough room? Almost. I can almost point it at him, but he's just a little bit too far away. I'm thinking about buying a new camera for the Zilby cam that's a little bit higher resolution, and therefore a higher, like longer cable length, and then I can like point it at Zilby no matter where he is in the room. That would be pretty awesome. All right. So we have our level system. We're gonna want to call this, and the idea is we want to get to see like what the current level is, and then also are there any asteroids? So let's take in the world, which is going to be a reference to the world right now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mutable reference later. I need to find a new beginner project for us. You finished the one you were working on, and you can't think of a new one that's interesting to you. Yeah. Oh, what was the project you worked so far on? And how did it go? Did you enjoy it? Let's see. So bring in world. You do need to be. It needs to be mutable so that way I can like insert asteroids into the world later. Ranbo. Is that a game? Let's see. That looks like it's going to be a game. Simple utility tool that generates palettes for GIMP and Inkscape, and automatically imports them into the software. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, I've wanted to like properly learn Inkscape and GIMP for a long time. Like I've started finally creating like custom thumbnails for like the YouTube videos, and I'm using Inkscape / GIMP for those, but they're like the simplest of tools for that. But this is really cool. So I hand it like an image, and it's going to choose a palette for that, like based upon like what that image has. So if I ever create a logo and have like a color theme, this would be cool. I'm gonna start that. It'll generate the color palette. Yeah, no, that's super super awesome. I love that. I mean, like my idea is like my suggestion has always been, if you know what you're passionate about, like what your calling is, then any project within that frame is probably going to be interesting to you. And then also, like, I don't really think there's that. I don't know if it is going to matter what type of project it is, as long as it's good, you'll be able to show it off. Especially if you have the ability to like talk fast and explain like the complexity of certain things that you're working on. All right, so we're gonna have our world. You know, I bet I'm gonna need the context too. Oh yeah, you saw me in one of the CJ's older streams. Which one was it? I've been in a couple, like I was a guest in a couple of his streams. I think 3. I was on his stream 3 times. Oh, you're gonna make a Twitch bot. So there's a couple things you can do for that. If you want to make a Twitch bot, and I'm Hardliner, I think, reported that Twitch, where is it? Twitch chat, I think. Is it Twitch chat? This is mine. This is this one. Twitch chat sometimes disconnects after a long period of time. So you might have to like write code to handle that and like automatically reconnect again. But Twitch chat is made by another streamer here, Musean, who and it's pretty awesome. I really like it. I've actually used it for like the Get the Streamer game. I don't know if you've seen the one that I've created. It uses this behind the scenes, and it is a way to like make a bot in Rust for Twitch interaction. It's pretty nice. I guess the one where you host the stream. Oh, okay, that was one of the first ones that I did. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I was still relatively new to Rust too, so I was like doing like, okay, I've learned a little bit of Rust here. Let me show you off a little bit of Rust too. Twitch sends pings and a bot has to respond with a pong. That is true. That this one, I think, is supposed to handle that behind the scenes. But if it doesn't, then like you might need to like still deal with it yourself. Also, there's WebSocket side, and then there's the IRC side. This connects using IRC, which I think is not the same as the WebSockets connection. So there's like 2 ways to get into Twitch chat, which is fun. But very possible. Also, if you want just WebSockets, there is WebSockets in Rust. Like there's WebSocket libraries in here. So totally possible to also use one of these. I did one a long time ago, and I'm sure it's like, I don't even remember if it was this specific one I used. I just know it is possible and it's doable, and it's not as hard as it might sound. But yeah, like all those things are very possible. Okay, so level system. Let's see. With our level system, we want to check to see how many asteroids are still around. So we have a marker on an asteroid, so we're going to do a query for that. So let query equals hello. Oh, you're going to go over there. Well, that means cat cam time. Well, okay. A less than glorious initial picture, but okay, so we're gonna do a world.query. We're gonna give it a vector of names, so it's gonna be a reference to names. it always bothers me that I can't figure out what that is. Like, Rust Analyzer is so good most of the time. Okay, so then I have names, and in this case, I want marker to string, and I think that's it, because all I want to do is count how many of them exist. So we get you, we gotta get our hash map out of this. So let markers equals to query.get marker string that. We're gonna unwrap because it's definitely gonna find it. Otherwise it actually will fail up here. Okay, so then I can just count this. So if markers so I don't have to check that. If markers is not markers is empty. So if you're not empty, does the question mark return the result, or does it just panic? Yeah, good question. So right here, if you notice, this is one of the things I love about Rust Analyzer. When I have the when I don't have the question mark on, you can see that it's returning this result with the hash map inside of it. If I do the question mark, it unwraps the result. It's basically, it's very similar to the unwrap command, but what happens is it says, ooh, return, like do the equivalent of return error, and then whatever the error is out. So it just return that out, and then give me this thing here. So early exit if there's an error, otherwise give me the thing inside of the result. That's what it is. Mazark. Yeah, that is a C. Hello. And thank you so much for the 100 cheer. Thank you. All right. We're doing markers is empty. It's okay. So if we have no more markers, you know what? I don't care about that. I want to know if you are empty, because if you are empty, we've destroyed all of the asteroids. They're all gone. So time for us to now increment the level. So now we need the level. So how do we do this again? It's like level is equal, I think it's like level wrapper. Oh, it's like wrapped level. Wrapped level is equal to the world dot get resource names. So level to string. So question mark that. That gives me an RC. So then I can just borrow this off of here. And that's going to give us a ref of a resource. Now, okay, so it's a wrapped level. I need to cast this. Oh, and I need to borrow you mutably, so that I can change you. And then you need to be mute here. Now, let our level is going to be a type mutable reference to a U32. Yeah, I think that's what I made it. And you're going to be equal to a wrapped level dot cast. Because I don't think we ever need like a cast mute anymore, right? Or do I need a oh no, I do need a cast mute here. Question mark that. Okay, so now I have a level, and now I can just say, okay, level plus equals to 1. The reference level plus equals to 1. Okay, so we're going to increment the level. To make this a little bit simpler, I can do a function here to increment level. That's going to take in the world. That Gonna return a result. I don't really care. Oh, I probably care what this is. So I'm gonna return a U32, which is the new level. And then all of you can happen down here. So we get this. We're gonna return that. I'm gonna return an OK with a dereferenced level. U32s, along with like most of those like basic numbers, they're gonna clone, or they're gonna copy. So this is a copy of it, not like the actual thing. Okay, so if markers is empty, then I want let level is equal to increment level and pass in a reference to the world. All right, so that makes it a little bit cleaner. We get our level, and I've incremented it. Now I want to now spawn asteroids equal to the level. So I'm thinking like 1 asteroid, then 2 asteroids, then 3 asteroids. We could also do this and like a Fibonacci sequence, or like ×2. Like there's so many different ways we could go about this. Now in our main library, we have this. I'm thinking we can create a helper to do this for just this part, which is create the asteroid and then insert it into the world. We've got a few of these helpers so far, so let's create one. Is going to be insert asteroids into world. All right, so we got you back to here. We're gonna have a pub function you. We'll see what we need. Let's see. We'll have our result, which is an error result. I don't think we need to return anything. And then in our main library, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this code, copy you, and throw you in here. All right, let's see what we need. We have, okay, so asteroid location. So we have to create the asteroid location. So a point, we have it create a random point between, okay, so we need the width and the height of the world. So right here we'll have width and height, which is F32, F32. Okay. Oh, we need RNG to be passed in. We could set up RNG here. So that RNG is equal to red RNG. Gen range. Oh, do I need to pull in? Okay. Oh, also I need to pull in point. Import you, data points. Import. Oh, I have to import the traits. Okay. Let's return it. Okay, to make you happy. All right, so then we have insert asteroid into world, which is in helpers. So I should be able to find it. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. There, I found it. Okay, so we need mutable reference to the world. We also need the asteroid radius, the context, and the asteroid speed. So the Asteroid radius. You're an F-32. We need a context, which is a mutable reference to a context. And what was that last one? It's asteroid speed. Which is an F-32. Okay, so I think this is happy so far. So if I come back into the main library, the idea is I can now, oh, and this, I think we can replace you with a question mark, that, because what do you, oh, so notice that this returns just a result with that one. I can just go like this and have it return what this is. And it should be happy then. Yeah, because I'm returning the same thing. So it's just bubbling up whatever errors. Chantilly Cake, hello! Happy Sunday. All right, let's see. Then I want to replace you. Let's go ahead and comment you out. We're going to call insert asteroid into world. All right, so we have a width and height. We have a mutable reference to the world here. Asteroid radius, context, and asteroid speed. And I can just do that. So that should... Everything here should still be happy. Oh, what are you upset about? Oh, because I'm returning a game result here. That's a problem. So you have to be an unwrap then. Wait, where did it go? Because they're not compatible return types. Okay. So we're good there. If I run this code, everything should still work, and I should still have a single asteroid. There we go. Okay, I still have a single asteroid. Then in our level system, we increment level, and then I want to now for 0 ... level. I don't think I need like what this number is. I just want to loop through it that many times. I then want to insert, of course not. Okay, insert asteroid into the world. Here we pass in the world, the radius. So we need to get the radius of what these are. And I think if we take a look at our resources here, we have asteroid speed. I have asteroid radius. Okay, so this is just basically something that we know what it is. This should probably be a... I want to add this in as a resource so I can then pull it out inside of that helper. So this is asteroid radius. You're F-32, and that does work. Okay, so add resource and asteroid radius, and our data is asteroid radius. Okay, so that gets added in to string. All right, so for our level here, we need this radius. We probably want to like get asteroid radius. I wonder if I want to make these helpers. That might be really nice. So like get asteroid radius. Yeah, let's make this a helper. And do get asteroid radius S. All right, so what do we need here? We know we need a world, which is going to be a reference to a world. We're going to turn a result of an F32, and then we do the thing. So we're going to do let. Okay, so wrapped asteroid radius is going to be equal to our world dot query. No, not query. Get resource names asteroid radius. You didn't pull that in. Okay, pull you out. That gives us that, and then we can borrow you. Okay, so we're doing that. Okay, so we have the wrapped asteroid radius. Then I want to now cast this, and I kind of like just return it off of there. So I kind of want to just do an okay wrapped asteroid radius dot cast like that, and then you're gonna be a dereference. I don't have to give it like the type there because it knows the type is right here. So now we come back to here and we can pull in that helper. So something I can do that might make this a little bit easier here. If I do something like insert asteroid in the world, and then names, and then this is get asteroid radius like that. You can go away. And now we have these helpers, sort of like I could just add in helpers as I need in here. Okay, so let's get the general asteroid radius here. Equals get asteroid radius, pass it in a reference to the world, and do that. That gives us our asteroid radius, and you are the asteroid radius here. Okay, we need a context. Okay, we need a speed. So we also want to increment our speed here too, and then we'll return that speed here. So Okay, so let mute asteroid speed equal to the world dot. I think this is also a get resource. Now, are you actually stored in as a get as? Yeah, add resource asteroid speed right there. Okay, so I get you. Oh, and I borrow you mutably. Then, we're gonna cast you. So that. Cast you mutably. I have to tell you exactly what you are. You're a mutable resource to an F-32. Then we're gonna do a asteroid speed. This equals 1.0. And then we're gonna return. I don't know. This might be too fast per level. We'll see. Then we're gonna return an OK and a dereferenced asteroid speed. That also is right here. So that asteroid speed, increment asteroid speed, reference to the world. Okay, there's the asteroid speed. Now the location. Location. So what is that location doing? Is it putting? Okay, it's just literally deciding where to place that. Where do we put the asteroid? We can put it in a random location, but I'm kind of feeling that we need to make sure that it's not hitting the player, because that kind of would be a little bit bullshit to like, congratulations, you passed the level, you're dead. So we need to create a location that is not going to kill the player instantaneously, which means we need to have the player's location. Now we have this markers system. So we actually can get the player's location too. The problem being that I think we have to query for the marker as well. You know what? Let's have this be another function down here. It's like function get player location. We're gonna have a world, which is just that. Return a result with a point inside. I can clone that point or just have it be a reference. I'm thinking cloning it might be easier. I can definitely do a reference to it. Or I can do like a ref to a point. I can do like the ref point thing. Sort of see how it plays out. I may do this or not. All right, so what do I need to do here? I need to query for everything that has a marker and a location. Okay, so I want location And I want marker. Okay, so I have our locations and our markers. They're going to be the exact same length of vectors. So then I want to loop through all of our markers until we find the player. So for marker in markers, we're going to need to cast this down so that we can just shadow this marker and it'll be reset every single loop. That should be fine. And I do need to say that you're going to be a data wrapper. Give me a reference to a data wrapper with a string inside. Then your marker dot cast, like that. Okay, so that's going to give us the marker here. I want to then do I can do another. No, these are. Let's do this as a wrapped marker, because this is the data wrapper is an RC ref cell, and so then this is going to be the ref of it. So that's going to be our wrapped marker dot borrow that, which gives us a ref of a string. So then I want to check if a dereferenced marker, so if you're exactly equal to, I guess not exactly equal, I'm thinking too much JavaScript. Let's see, if you're equal to, it's gonna be our names, no, types, entity types, which of course is a helper, so I don't have access to it. You do. All right, so we have player. So if the marker is equal to the player.toString, then I want to return the location at this one. So I have index. Oh, you know what? So we need the index here. All right, so we get the index. If you're the marker, so if you are the player, then go ahead and get me the location. So then we're gonna do a wrapped location is gonna be this reference to a data wrapper of a point equal to locations of index that cast, like that. Then we want to borrow that and return it. So I actually want to do an early return here of return okay with the wrapped location dot borrow. Now, if we reach the end here, I kind of want to just return an error we could not find. So return, we can bail. So bail is an error. The puns are strong with this crate, which I can just like have a string here and it's going to return a result. The error type though. So it's a macro that's going to basically just do an emergency return. Okay, so bail What do we want? We want to say could not find the player location. Okay, so then we should now be able to call that in here. So let's grab the player location. Get player location and pass it in a reference to the world. Question mark you. All right, so now we have a ref of a point. Where's my error? You are. Okay, so then we have this error here, which you need to be a full point of where this asteroid is going to be. So now inside of here, I probably want to have like another function where I like generate create like an asteroid point that like isn't hitting the player. So create random safe point. Maybe like random point, create random asteroid location away from player, just to be like very specific with this. Okay, so I need the asteroid size. So this is gonna be the asteroid size, which is an F32. It's really the radius. And I need the player radius, the player location, which we know is a ref of a point. What else do I need? I need to know what the entire location of the world is. So now I can do that with the context, which we have here. So I might as well just pass the context in. So we can have context, middle reference to a context. I don't know if I need anything else. I'm going to turn a result with a point inside. All right, so how do I want to do this? I'm thinking that we can just do an infinite loop because those are always safe. Nothing has ever gone wrong with having an infinite loop here before. So we're going to create an infinite loop, and the condition is going to be we create a random location for the asteroid, and then we check to make sure that it's far enough away from the player. So let's do the entire RNG thing here. So mute RNG is equal to a thread range. We're gonna create a random point. So let random location equal to a point new. But in order to do this, I need to actually have a random location, like a range to put this in. So I also need let our the arena with arena height equal to graphics drawable size, pass it in that context. That's why I needed the context there. And then in here for the X, we're going to do a rng.genRange between 0 and 0.0 and the arena width, and 0.0 and arena height. No, this is just the X, right? So 0.0 and arena width, that's going to be fine. And then for the Y, it's going to be rng.genRange between 0.0 arena height. All right, so we get a random location, and then I have to determine, is this location far enough away So distance from player is going to be equal to our player location dot distance to random location. That's going to give us an F32, which is the distance between the 2 points. And then I need to make sure this is like double our asteroid radius, maybe plus a little bit more, but like double should be good enough for right this second. So if distance from player is greater than the asteroid radius times 2, then we're gonna just fully return, and we're good to go at this point in time. And it's gonna be our random location. However, if not, continue on and try again, and keep on trying until we eventually randomly create this. Now, I could be a little bit safe here. Instead of doing a loop, I can do something like for I don't really care. So 0 in like 0, like we'll try 1,000 times. And if we reach the end of this, I want to bail. Could not find a safe place to spawn a asteroid without killing the player instantly. All right, so then back up to here. In here, we're now going to do let location is equal to this create random asteroid location. Okay, so we have the asteroid radius, and then we have the player location, which is that ref. We have the context. We do that. All right, so then what are you yelling about now? Expected this, we question mark you. Use a moved value. I can clone refs, right? I think I can clone refs. Oh, mismatched types expected. Oh no, because I have to borrow multiple times. I can borrow multiple times. Okay, never mind. Hold on. You get player location. So come back to here. I don't want to return an R. I want to return an RC with a ref cell in a point. There we go. I'm not going to borrow here. We're just going to return the wrapped location. Found reference. That's fine. We'll just do. You're going to be a reference to this. Then up here, so we have this RC ref cell, and now what I can do is, instead of clone, we can borrow here. And then that will be the exact same thing. All right, then down here, you're upset, cannot borrow, world is mutable, because it's also borrowed is immutable. Where is it being borrowed as immutable? Immutable is on line 24, which is right here. Oh, because it's still being borrowed as immutable here. Oh, okay. Fine. Then let's have this create a clone of the point, and that will be fine then. That'll be probably better. Okay, so then you want for the player location, this is just going to be a point. And forget player location. You're going to return a result and a point. How do you know when to use an RC? Good question. So an RC gives you the ability to have multiple like references, like to clone something. It stands for reference counting, and it's going to reference count like multiple things. And it's like a little bit different than just doing like the borrows here with like the question mark, the ampersand. I'm able to like basically say, okay, borrow this, borrow this, borrow this, borrow this, and it's like the same thing. By itself, it's kind of useless, but paired with a ref cell, it's actually really cool, because then what I can have is interior mutability. I can borrow it out and read only it, the contents of it, but I can also then say, ooh, borrow this, like get reference to it, and then mutate it inside, even though I only have a reference, like a read-only reference. So basically, I use an RC with a ref cell usually. If I need to pass something around by reference, but have interior mutability. That's my like how I know to use it. That being said, I'm still pretty new to it, so like there might be other times that I can use it that I'm not thinking of, and I might use it too often because it's a new trick that I learned, and therefore I'm seeing great places to use it all the time, even if they're not so great. Okay, so wrap location. Here we have this data wrapper point. I want to, we've already cast you, so I want to borrow you, and then I want to dereference you because point includes a clone or a copy trait, so it's just going to copy out of there. So that's going to be fine. So that gives us that. Everything's happy. So now we need to use the level system in the main library. So in update here, so let's just put this right before the updates. Maybe above the particle. We're gonna do a level system, pass it mutable reference to self.world, and then the context. Then we'll unwrap you. And let's see if I can go up a level or if this crashes. The game started, that's a good sign. All right, so now I have to actually play the game. Oh, come on. Dia. I do have this fun ability. But it's not like, it's not perfect. Oh. Come on, I'll chase you down. There you go. Well, that didn't seem to work, unfortunately. All the asteroids are gone, but I don't see any asteroids here. So either they're here. Let's see if I just randomly die while I'm flying around. I don't think they're here, though. All right. I did save. Huh, you don't need to be mutable. I thought gen range made it be mutable. Let's see. Insert asteroid into world. Okay, we don't need that apparently. Oh, this is the main library. That's why I'm not using it there anymore. Okay, and level. Now it's claiming this is happening. Let's see. If I do a debug here, does this ever fire? So like, did we kill the asteroids? Okay, time to play again. I wonder if I should make like some something to make it easier to the win. There you go. Okay, so it doesn't fire. Okay, so here's what happens. We get the markers. Well, because markers is not empty. What was I thinking? Markers is not empty. So we have to count. We have to count how many of these markers are asteroids. So maybe this could be a helper actually. Okay, so let's create another helper here. In helpers, I want to do a count. I want to count entities. Count entities with marker. All right, so what are we gonna do here? We're gonna do a pub function, count entities with marker. We're gonna take in a world. And I'm also gonna take in a name of like the marker, which is gonna be an entity type. Let's actually do this as entity type. We're gonna return a result with a, what am I thinking? Probably like, could be just a usize. It's never gonna be negative, so usize is probably fine. We could also do like a U32 because I'm fairly sure, like we're using U32s for the IDs, so we can never get above that. All right, so given this, we want to do a query for these markers, which means we can come back down here. We could just steal this code because it's kind of going to get this for us. All right, so we're going to query for markers. This is going to be entity type .toString. Then we're going to get the markers. So query.get, it's gonna be the same. Actually, no, wait. No, I was wrong. Hold on. I'm not thinking right. Mark, okay, so we still need names marker here. This gives us that. Then we need to loop through all of the markers. So for marker in markers, that gives us this component data. Do I want to like do a fun like filter or something? I don't know. I kind of like using for loops right now because I can use the question mark in them. It makes it a lot easier. I can still just do like manual unwraps though, and do some of the vector, some of these cool vector methods. So let's say I do markers.iter. Then that lets me do some of these other ones. I can do filter. And that's great, but I might want to use a fold. So fold will give me, so fold is basically the equivalent of like a, what is it? It's a, let's see, there's map reduce. It's the equivalent of like a reduce in JavaScript. So it's really, really, really cool. Well, I can do a trifold, but that rarely works with what I'm trying to do here. So let's try fold first. So our initial value is going to be 0. And I'm going to return the result of this. Then we're going to have our function, which is going to take in two things, like the accumulative value here. So that's our count. And then we're also going to have the fold takes 2 arguments, an initial value, and a closure with 2 arguments, an accumulator, and a next element. So this is going to be the next marker. So now in here, we can, we want to cast our marker into a wrapped marker. So that wrapped marker is a data wrapper with a string inside is equal to a marker dot cast. So unwrap you. Okay, so we get that. Then I need to borrow that. So that a borrowed marker equal to a wrapped marker dot borrow. So that gives us a ref of this. Then I can deref this and compare it to the entity type. So I want to do if a dereferenced borrowed marker, if you're exactly equal to the entity type dot toString, then I want to count. So here I can just return the this. We're going to count +1. Else I'm going to return count. And we're just going to return this. And let's make you return and... Oh, wait. This returns out to this iter fold, then you return an okay. This. All right, and then we just have to give you the names, of course. You don't know what that is. All right, so then you're just yelling at me that I'm not using you. So back to levels. Here we're gonna do, I can skip all that stuff. So now let asteroids remaining is equal to count. And hey, you found that one. That's cool. A reference to the world, and entity type is going to be entity types asteroid. Do that. And now if asteroids remaining is equal to 0. Now what I can do is I can make this a guard clause. So if you're greater than 0, then we know that you exist. And I want to now just do an early return. Return, okay, like that. Because we're okay with that not working. And then we don't have to do you. And then this can actually be part of you. You're greater than 0. All right, so what error do we have here? Hash brown. Oh, it's this thing again. Rust analyzer. All right, let's see if this works now. All right, time to kill all these asteroids. One of the things I want to make for this is a bot that actually plays it automatically. I think that would be a lot of fun. Now I don't know how to make that, so there is going to be a pretty significant learning curve. There we go. Got that one. Almost done. Level 2. So now we got these two, which means I should be able to go until, oh, okay, now, okay, we're in hard mode now. I don't know if I need to like increase the speed by that much. That's pretty, it's pretty rough. The +1 is already there, and the asteroids don't kill each other by hitting each other. So like the only way to get rid of them is to shoot them. That was a close call. I feel like I want an auto thing. If my spacebar is down, shoot. Come on, destroy it. Hey, look at that. Okay, now we got 3. And I am totally gonna die on this one. Yeah, I'm having to like press spacebar each time. Which is really, really, really hard. So, I mean, this is looking really good. Close this up. I want to make it so that as I hold the spacebar down, I fire, but I fire at like, I want to fire at a pace of like every like 10 frames. How many do I want to fire? I don't think I want to fire as like 1 per second. That might be too slow. Maybe like twice a second might be good. So every like 30 frames or so. How would I sort of like remove, like keep that going? I can track to see the last time that I fired. And then if the spacebar is down, when, okay, that's before I like figure out the full way of doing that. I want to come back into our main library. Way down at the bottom here is where my key down for firing happens. See, here's this hander to the fire bullet. I want to actually take you, cut you out, and just put you in update here. Now, if I do this, I think I'm going to be firing every, I don't even think, oh, key code. So in here we can, actually don't know, I have passing the context already. I don't think I need to do that. So go into the fire bullet system. We have our context, we get the player ID. We need to check to see if like the key code is down. If keyboard dot, wait, did I pull in keyboard? No. I think it's input keyboard is key pressed. Wait, no, that's mine. Oh, checks if a key is currently pressed down. Okay, perfect. So if you're currently pressed down, pass it in the context, and the key is this key code space. So if you're going, we're going to continue. So actually, get player ID. Okay, so copy you. Wait a second. What was this? Oh, not equal. Yeah. Okay. Or not this. There we go. So, or not this. Then do the thing. Oh, 3 arguments. We don't need this key code anymore. Okay, let's see if I'm just automatically firing just constantly now. I think that I am. No, I'm not. Oh, but I can hold space down and do this. Okay, that's a fat. I still can't get past. I almost need this just to survive. Okay, so it gets a little bit insane, just a teeny bit insane. I'm happy I was able to handle that many entities on the screen at the same time. That's pretty good. Now, if I wanted to slow down my bullets, how would I end up doing that? So we're finding out whether or not we've got a player. We want to. How is this going to work? I'm thinking we're going to have some kind of resource for like the last time we fired. Mr. Halsey rating. Hello, Mr. Halsey. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Oh, this is funny. In my activity feed, it says Mr. Halsey rating with a party of 1, and then a little note in chat: Mr. Halsey rating with a party of 16. That's nice. Oh, you're in commercial. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Stupid commercials. I'm sorry, I can't stop those. In the meantime, we'll head over here and we'll get this ready. It's been a while since we got rated, so hello Raiders, welcome in. Hopefully the commercials are all done for you. Welcome. Mr. Halsey, how's your stream? You've been working on you were working on something in Godot, right? I remember seeing the go live message, but I forget what it was. But how was it? How was your stream? And how is everybody doing today? We're gonna do a cargo run release. It's going well today for me. We've been doing some awesome stuff here with Asteroids. And now let's play the Get the Streamer game really quickly because we haven't done this in a while. So if you're new here, when we get rated, we play some kind of interactive game. Get the Streamer game is the current one. So it is, you do all these commands in stream. And in the meantime, I'm going to chat with all of you. You're doing UI layout stuff in Godot. Oh, that's really cool. Is it still the same? Oh, VBoxes. Right, so I do remember seeing what VBoxes were in... No, I remember you saying VBoxes. I don't know what they are, though. Is VBoxes just like literally boxes that you place on a screen? Or is there something else going on? Also... Oh, you can hear that in here. I need to reduce that sound volume. You've been working towards a UI system in 3D space. Think 2D floating UI in 3D space. Oh, that's really cool. I see that all the time in like the VR apps. Is a lot of people use 2D panels but in 3D space. So that way, it seems like pretty common. How is I guess like it can be interesting to like make sure that you're always facing it though, so that you're not looking at like on the side, because then it's just going to be impossible to see. That would be interesting. So my next plan is I've noticed over time this game has gotten a lot less popular. I think it's just like it's boring, right? It's like we've done it too much. So my plan now is to actually make the Asteroids game something interesting, something user interactive, and then it will become the new interact thing that we do when we get rated. So that's my plan. Oh, it's not going to be a billboard. You mean your UI? Oh, so it's not going to be like in the world, like physically in the world that you can like walk around. All right, so for those of you here, what we've been working on is an Asteroid game, sort of clone using Rust and GGEZ. Let's take a look. Okay, you could walk around it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so that's going to be interesting. Billboards always face you. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be, you could walk around it, you like start it, and then you leave. I've seen one of those types of things in a VR, like Glue. Glue has that. Unfortunately, like I have a VR system, but it's for my work, so I don't think I can share it. Like show it off, like load that up. It would be something you can walk around, but it won't always face you. Yeah, nice. All right, so here's what we got here. I just made this. I'm working on the firing systems. That way I don't have to create like a billion of these bullets really quickly, but I don't have to tap space every time too. Now we have a leveling system. Leveling system is really hard right now. I'm already on level 2, I think. And this gets pretty insane. You have to destroy each asteroid 3 times for it to go away, and they get faster with every level, and they get faster as they get smaller. So I'm yeah, it's not great. Am I using read chat? No. What's read chat? So I get the choice in this game. I get the choice of when to spawn. I spawn right in the center. I don't. Just game over instantly. There was no way. Unwinnable. That's fun. No. So in the game that I read the chat in the Get the Streamer game, I created a Twitch chat wrapper. But I can't beat that asteroid level. Yeah, no. I need to just get good. I just need to get good. My chat on top right. Oh, what am I using for that? I forget. I am using, it's not here. Should practice it at least a little bit. Let's see, do I have the link in here? Well, I have it in OBS. Chat, where's chat? There you are. Properties. Stream Parrot. I'm using Stream Parrot. Is this it? I think this is it. I'm gonna go to overlay. streamparrot.com. Okay. Well, that's not going to work unless I give it also like all the other information, like the key that I'm using. And it is free. It's made by another streamer here, which I always forget their name. CM Griffins. Yes. CM Griffin is Stream Parrot. So yeah, I'm using that. All right. So what am I doing here? Right, we're trying to figure out how to slow ourselves down. I'm thinking the easiest way to deal with this is to use a resource, because it's like a resource that's going to have like a counter for how many ticks left until I can fire again. So let's head into names. And like we can fire again in, we can call this reloading. Like we're reloading. Reloading. We're gonna head back into the main library. And I'm gonna create this as so I kind of feel that this might be two things. You're gonna lurk. Well, thank you so much again for the raid, Mr. Halsey, and I'll see you online. At your probably one of your next streams next week too. I hope that you're having a great rest of your day, and happy lurking. Okay, so I'm gonna add a resource of how long we have left. So world.add resource. Names, reloading. Let's actually rename this to reloading time like left. Reloading ticks left. Ticks left. And then our data for this is going to be 0. Let's make this a U32. Happy Easter, yes. To string you. Then in our fire bullet, we can now grab out our reloading, reduce that down. So let's create a function, sort of like a helper function in fire bullet for this. We're going to decrement reloading. We're going to need the world, which is just reference to the world. And I'm going to return a Boolean of whether or not we can fire. So you're going to be a result with a bool inside. So now I could do decrement reloading, and then that's going to return maybe we should just return a U32, which is what the reloading time is. I feel like that's a little bit too confusing to do here. I would need documentation for it. All right, so we need to get the resource. So we're gonna do let what is this gonna be? This is gonna be our wrapped reloading ticks left. And you're gonna be let's see, you're a world get resource names reloading ticks left to string. Okay, so that gives us this RC. We can then borrow mute. Then once we have that, we're gonna pass this in. This is gonna be our reloading ticks left. Your type is going to be a mutable reference to a U32. I'm gonna cast mute you. Then once we have that, we're going to return an okay. So, oh, then we need to decrement it. So, do reloading ticks left minus equals 1. And then we're going to return okay with reloading ticks left. All right, so fire bullet system. If we get to this point, it's time for us to go. Now, that being said, if I'm not holding spacebar down, I want this to decrement anyways. So, nope, wrong one. I want to do reloading ticks left is equal to decrement reloading, pass it in a reference to the world. Do that. But I need to make sure that this doesn't go below 0. So we probably need to do a if reloading ticks left, if you're greater than 0, then subtract you. And then, okay, then return that. All right, so we get reloading ticks left. All right, so then we go if get the player ID. Okay, so if we don't have a player, or if we don't have this, then I think I can do another or. Reloading ticks left is greater than 0. I think that'll work. And then back here, after we fire, we insert bullet into the world. I now want to set. So function set reloading ticks left. It's gonna be a world result. Return anything in here. All right, so it's going to be very similar to what we have here. Let mute wrapped. Actually, I can just copy a bunch of you. So we get you. Then I want to set you. So reloading ticks left. Let's set you to 30 right now and just sort of see how that feels. Set reloading ticks left, and you're a reference to the world. Okay, now if I run you, how fast can I fire when I hold space down? Not bad. That feels pretty good. So this is twice a second I can fire. I kind of feel though that this game is way too hard with that. So I want to come down here and let's make you like 10. Every 10 ticks. Now I'm stuck at 60 frames per second for our update. So this will be 6 times per second. There we go. That feels really good. Feels fast enough for me to like survive with, but not so fast it's just comically too fast. And now it's gonna be easier for me to like test the levels. Now, I kind of want to not have us die that quickly, so I like the new speeds of the new asteroids going up by 1, but when I break the asteroids apart, not collide with asteroids, and a bullet's hitting asteroids. Okay, what do I have here? So I'm destroyed asteroids. This gives me back the destroyed asteroids. Ah, okay. So then in here. And a bullet in the asteroids that gives me the destroyed asteroids. I then insert asteroid system. And what do? For each of these, give it the destroyed asteroid speed. I don't think I'm increasing the speed at all. No, I'm not. So that must be happening. That must be happening in here. Where was that again? Let's go backwards. So we have our destroyed asteroids. Here's our velocity. Oh, our speed is going to be borrowed asteroid velocity dot length. Oh, wait, isn't it asteroid? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, speed is divided by 2. Self.speed times 1.7. I kind of want to make this like a 1.2. I think it was like way too, like it speeds up way too fast. So if I do something like this. Yeah, so now they don't feel like they're getting too much faster when I destroy them, but over time they get faster because with each level, they're increasing the speed by 1. Yeah, I already can feel them getting a little bit faster, but now it's like playable. Now we can expect to play more than like 2 levels. And it'll get just as crazy, just maybe not as impossible crazy. There you go, level 3, and if I just try to hit like everything. Now I feel like I can at least try to dodge around. Like I feel that I can spawn in and not just die instantaneously. All right, I feel like things are looking pretty good now. I like this balance. I kind of want the bullets not to last as long. I want them to die a little bit sooner. Maybe like half the distance, or make this a square. Having it be a square might be good too. Maybe writing down somewhere where my oh no, last life. I wasn't even paying attention to where like the asteroids. Glad I survived that spawn. So, out of curiosity, how many of you played the original Asteroids arcade game? And if you did, what was your strategy? My strategy was like rarely to fly around. I think I always just stood, like had my ship in the center, and then I just tried to like rotate and kill everything before it got to me. Ah, okay. Now it's getting like really, really, really hard at this point. But I think getting to like level 3 plus and having to be really hard is probably fine. Okay, so I could even do like 1.1 and I'll make it like even nicer. The size is divided by 2. Okay, so I think that's all good. I can maybe have the size go like 1.8, so it's not quite as small. I think that'll be fine. I'll make sure that's doing what I think it's doing. Did that make it smaller? Kind of want to do you as like a times equals 1.8. I think that's what I was thinking of more. Nope, that's definitely not what I'm thinking of. Whoa. Hold on. What did I do? Wrong one. You. Open up code again. Turn on our highlighter. Okay, so that's that was definitely wrong. Okay, so I want to divide it in half, but a little bit less than a half. So if I divide it by 1/4, like let's say you're size 10, if I divide you by 2, you're 5. If I divide you by 4, you're 2.5. And if I divide you by 1.5, I want to say that's correct. Let me double check my assumptions with a calculator. So if I have like 10 divided by 4, you're 2.5. It divided by 1.5. Okay, so I want divided by a smaller number. That's what I want. Divide equal by like 1.5. Then you will remain larger and easier to hit. I don't need to open you twice. Yeah, okay. I think this is a lot easier. Oh wait, now I have to hit it multiple times. Ooh, now I have to hit it multiple times. I think that's in here. If your size is too small, where do I do this? At some point in time, I filter by like how small it's become, and I don't create a new one. We delete the asteroid, we delete the world. Okay, so that's just all the destroyed asteroids. Oh, if asteroid size is less than 15. Yeah, I wonder if I want like a destroyed count on it too. What if I do like less than 20? I feel like this is not the best idea. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 5. I mean, I think that's fine. They're a decent size now when they get destroyed forever. It's down, takes them like 5 times to get like fully destroyed though. So that makes it both makes it easier and harder at the exact same time. So that's cool. So I wonder if what I really want to do is divide equal by 2.0, just like this. And have you like not create the super small one. I kind of like the super small one though. It makes it nice and hard. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep this then. There's so many different ways we can like tweak it down to make it look perfect. All right, so we have that. What else is there for this? I'll kind of want to display the level. So if I wanted to display the level, I'm going to need to update the level mesh and insert that into the world. So how do I want to do that? Probably here in the library, we're going to have like a display level and then an update level mesh. Let's create a system here for update level display level. Wait, I think this is the wrong one. Here it is. Okay, update display level. Hub function. Okay, so we're going to be creating a new mesh and replacing it. Which means it's going to be a resource that we're dealing with here. So pub function. Let's see. What is it going to be? It's going to be update display level system. We know we're going to take in a world. You're going to have to be a mutable reference to the world so that I can insert it in as a new mesh. Now, is that completely true? No, because I can create the initial one too. Yeah, I can create the initial one too. So you can just be a reference to the world. We're gonna need context. And return a result like that. And we're gonna mutate the world. Now to me, that means we need a helper for create level mesh. All right, so pub function, create level mesh. In here, I'm gonna also like place it like where I want to in here. So where is that gonna go? It's gonna go in the top left, so I don't really need to care about that. I think I just need the context. Return a result with a mesh inside. All right, so how are we going to do this? We're going to return an OK. Actually, we need the text first. If we need the text, we need the level. So we need world also. All right, so we need the current level. So it's our wrapped level. You are equal to you don't need to be mutable, you're just read only. So we're gonna do world dot get resource. Okay, super names. We have our level. Okay, that gives us that. Then we're going to borrow you. So a ref of a resource. Borrowed level. It's going to be a type of a reference to a U32. Level. So we're going to cast you. Okay. So now we have our borrowed level, which is a reference to a U32. Then we're going to create our text. It's going to be equal to, we're going to have to do like a format thing here too. Text. What was that? Nothing from my stuff. Okay, nothing I need to care about. Okay. Let text new, and then this is going to be a fragment. I actually want to do a format in here so that I can do level, and this is our borrowed level. Think I need to, I don't actually know, maybe it can handle it. So we do that. All right, you're not upset at me yet. Oh, I don't think you're gonna be a mesh. You're gonna be a text. Because I don't think I can have a mesh with that. So you're gonna be a text actually. And okay. Now think about that. Do I have a helper for this already? Create message actually does this for me. So I think create message is what I want to do. Although this scale uniforms a little bit too much. So I think I want to update you to like have a scale of an F32. And then we'll use that here. That's going to give me, okay, so then level mesh, I actually don't need you at all. So we can just go ahead and delete you. Delete you. Now in our display message, we also have to now give it the scale, which is I think 75.0 for you. And an update display message. Import you. Okay, so we need our message. So let level text is going to be equal to create message. The message is a stir. So you're going to be a reference to a format. And then we'll have level, and then we actually need the level in next. And scale, let's try making you like 25.0. We'll see how that works. So we do need to like do that entire thing that we did before again. We'll have wrapped level equal to our world get resource. Of course, you can't find it. Okay. It's gonna be your level, to string there. All right, so we get the wrapped level. We then have a borrowed level. Actually, this is just our level, which is going to be a reference to a U32. Wrapped level, cast. Oh, we have to borrow you up here. Then we can cast you. All right, so we now have our level. Level, you are this. We pass in level. Okay, so we got that now. Level text. We have this text in. And I think we can now throw that in as a resource for our level system. So then we can do world dot oh, so we want like we're gonna need to add this in our main library so that we can, oh, wrong one. This one. Come on, that one. That one. Okay, so add resource. We need a resource in for the current level. World dot add resource names. I have level, but I now want like a level text. Okay, level text, to string that. And then our data is going to be this. It doesn't really matter what this is. I can just do the create message. So create message, and we'll just have like level 1. And scale, we'll just do 25.0. It's going to be updated, like, actually I might even do that just so we can see whether or not it updates. Okay, so we have add resource there. Update display level. Okay, so we updated, we got the new level that we want here. And then, so you're fine because this, we already have one that can have a text in here. So then we want to grab that out later. So then we're going to say, oh, we already have it. Okay, get resource. We need to borrow you mutably. So we cast you out. Then I want to wait, no, this is wrap. No. Just borrow. I want to do this again here. So this is going to be wrapped level text. You're going to be mutable. Is equal to world get resource names level text dot toString. We're going to borrow you mutably. That gives us a ref mute. Then we can let level text is a mutable reference to a text. You're going to equal to the wrapped level text dot cast mute. Then we're gonna set you. You need to know what that type is. Then we're gonna set our level text is equal to our. Ooh, that's not one. We'll call this a new level text. Level text is now equal to a new level text. And I can actually create this right here. I don't need to do this right here. So we grab the level, then we grab the wrap level text, we update you and save it off. Okay, so we have the update display level system. So it's going to come down here and update. We want to do this as late as possible. So update display level system. We get a reference to self.world and the context. Unwrap you. Then we have to have a display system for that too. So in new file in here, we're gonna, oh wait, we have display message. So what are you doing? You're doing, give me, handle message system. That inserts the message into the world. Okay, so that's not draw message. Oh, okay. So like a message. Oh, right, because we need like a location. So I can't just reuse this system because it's actually like a thing in the world. Kind of like the idea. If I have this as just a message in the world, that works to me because then we could just have a marker on it. I think I like that more. So that means in our main library, I don't need to do this entire thing where I'm creating a resource for it. Oh, it's cute. They'll be snoring a little bit on the side. All right, so these are in the particles world. Okay, so I don't actually think I need to do this add a resource in here. Instead, what I need to do is create a new. We're just gonna be updating it from now on. But I need a create. It's like a function. Create level. Like create level text. We're going to take in the world, which is a mutable reference to a world. And we're also going to be taking in a mutable reference to a context. We're going to return a result with nothing in it. All right, so what are we actually going to do here? We have to create our text, which we know how to do is just that message with the world in it. So we're going to do level text is the create message. And our message here is just going to be level 0. Scale 25, 0. It gives us the text. Now I want to do a world dot let's see, spawn entity with component, And if we notice that when we draw the message out, we're querying for message and location. So it has to have at least those two things. Otherwise, it will never be queried. So message and location. So with component, you're going to be a... What do you take in? Name. Okay. So names, message, toString, and then the data. What are you? Message is a text. Okay, so that's going to be our text here. So our level text. With component, and then a location of where to put this. So names, location. Okay, so this one's going to be a point. New, let's put this at like 5.0, 5.0. So top left corner, maybe a little tiny bit of a margin. And then we're going to need a marker too. So with components, names, marker, toString, and this is just a string here. So we're going to have you be a, oh, we need to go to entity types then. Entity types. I have a message, but I actually want you not just be a generic message. For updating you, I need you to be specifically the... What are you? You are specifically the level text. Okay, so level text. So you're going to be the entity types level text toString. Okay, so that's going to give us, that's going to insert this into the world. So now we can now use our create level text in here. I don't know if it matters where I put this in. So we'll do self create level text, pass in immutable reference to the world, pass in that context, and do that. What are you upset about? Expected 2. I brought in the wrong type of result, didn't I? Oh, have I not used error result in here before? Oh, right. Okay. Sure. You'll be a game result. Actually, you know what? It's gonna be just easier if I just do result is an error result. There we go. Now you're happy there, but up. Spawn entity, all this stuff should be fine. Here now, it's upset. Here we have to do unwrap. There we go. Okay, so now I think that means our level text should now just display in the world because we've inserted in, except for that. Cool. What happened? And Asteroids library 181. Oh, update display level system. Yeah, that is making some wrong assumptions now. Here we go. Level 0 is showing up there in the top left. Perfect. So now what I want to do is come into this update display level system, and now it's going to have to like use this new newfangled thing that we figured out. So we're gonna have to query for the markers and the text. So query equals world.query, which is a vector of names. So we care about the marker. ToString, and names. We care about the message. ToString. Okay, so markers is gonna be equal to query.get names marker ToString. That messages query.get names message ToString. Okay, unwrap you. Okay, so now we have our markers, we have our messages. I need to loop through all of the markers until we find the right one. So I want the index and the marker in markers, get an iterator and enumerate. Then we need to get this out. So we're gonna do a let's see. I need to grab you out. So wrapped marker is equal to a reference to a data wrapper that has a string inside. Here equal to a marker dot I think I cast you here. Yeah, I cast you first. That gives us a wrapped marker. Then I want to extract you out. Set a borrowed marker equal to a wrapped marker dot borrow. Now I have a ref of a string. So now we can do like some of this logic here. So if my dereferenced borrowed marker, if you're equal to an entity types, of course you can't find that. Couldn't you ghost wrapped marker there? Oh, you mean shadow? Yeah, I can totally do that. I can do let marker equals. I can totally do that. And then I can even do let marker equals marker. I've done this a few different times. I go back and forth between how I want to like handle this. It works. Of course you can't find it. Where's my helpers? Create helpers. I also want entity types. And so in this case, we want level text to string. Okay, so if you're equal to that, we know we found the right marker. And so that means we have the index for that. So now it's time for us to update. We're going to create the new message. Well, this also, let's see. We also need to like grab the level too. Did I like undo that? Do I still have that code? Or did I delete that thinking that I didn't need it anymore? We have level as a resource. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't delete that. So update display level. There's not really a good way for me to determine if the level has incremented. So for right now, I'm just going to be updating the mesh with the same thing over and over again. It's a little bit suboptimal. Like it might be nice to like have in there, oh, did you update, and have like a some kind of flag to determine whether or not we should update you too. But until then, I'm just gonna use the CPU up. A bit off topic here, but do browsers today understand ES6 or do you still need to transpile with Babel? Modern browsers fully understand ES6. There is a really cool site that you can use to determine whether or not what you're thinking of using is available. So there's Can I Use? And so if you type in like anything from ES6, it's like spread operator, like spread and function calls. You can see like what versions is available to you. See, can I also do like for in loops? That was a new one. I remember what it. But anyways, this if you just search for what like some ES6 thing, like the function name, then it'll let you know what browsers are available for you. So it's actually really cool. I use this all the time. I just don't remember what like for in. Oh, here it is, for in. Everything supports it nowadays. You notice that they do show you like the version numbers that is available for of, and you can even do like for like the new one or for of, and you'll see like, hey, IE11 doesn't support it. A big surprise. And anyways, it's really nice to see like what you can do. All right, so if marker is okay, so if we found the marker, we also need to grab out, like we know we're gonna have this. Let's also grab out the oh, you know what I was doing? I was doing these other functions to like grab this out. It was super nice. So we'll just do a function to get level, like get the current level. We know we need the world, which is just a reference to the world. We're going to turn a result with a U32 inside because that's what a level is. And so here we're going to do a let wrapped. So we can just do the shadowing thing. Let level equal to a world dot get resource names. This is just the level to string. Not Doppio. Hello. You're gonna pretend that you know what this means. Oh, so this is Rust code. If you're not familiar with Rust, I can totally understand why it sounds like it seems pretty crazy. This is also slightly more advanced Rust code because I'm using RC like special containers, special like smart pointers to for all this data. And of course, I've created my own ECS library or crate that I'm using for all of this, which is why it's so ugly. If I was using like one of the professional ones, they look a lot nicer. But it's sort of like partially to like learn, partially to like get better and understand how these things work behind the scenes. And that's why everything looks a little bit crazy. Let's see. And I had to learn all of this stuff myself too. Okay, so we borrow that. It gives me a ref of a resource. Now we need to cast it down. So we're gonna shadow level. Shadowing, by the way, is just reassigning level into like the same variable name, but I'm changing the type. Cat is a yes. Okay, so what are you? You're gonna be a reference to a U32, and you're equal to a level dot cast. So then I have that level here. I can now return an OK with a dereferenced level, which will auto copy it out. I don't need this search anymore. Okay, so get level. Now I can come back up here and we'll get the level. So let level equals get level, and I just have to pass in world. And there we go. A little bit of abstraction. Okay, so if I have the level now, so we know the index of our marker. Okay, so if the marker is that, now it's time for us to what do I want to do here? I want to do I want to break out of this loop early, or do I just want to like just do the thing here? I don't know. I'm thinking I could just do the thing here. We've got the index of the message of like the message for the level. I now want to create the new level message. So let level it's a text really. It's equal to create message. We're gonna do a reference to a format. And then we're gonna have put the bang on the wrong side. Format, and you're gonna be level. And put in our level here. Okay, so that's going to create the text for us. And then the scale 25.0. Okay, that creates us our level text. Then I need to extract out. So let's call this the new level text. Actually, we can do this all inside. So level text, we have to grab you out. So you're a reference to a data wrapper. Data wrapper being like a type that I created, which is an RC ref cell. So I'll be able to get interior mutability with it. And that's going to be a message, which is a string. It's equal to our messages of position index. Then we're going to cast you to that. Once I have that, I want to borrow you mutably. So borrow mutably. Mute. Okay, so now I have level text is mutable for me. I think. Oh, no. I can't do that. I can't do the borrow and the cast at the same time. I can only do this one. Then, okay, then we can say, you're just that. We're going to shadow you. Let mute level text. We're going to make you mutable this time. So now you're mutable. Mute level text is equal to level text dot borrow mute. Now you're a ref mute string. Now we can say a dereferenced level text, so get the position of where it is in memory, and assign this equal to that, which is a new text. And I think that'll update it. What are you upset about? Mismatch types, found a new text and you need to be a string. Oh, because level text is actually not a string, you're a text. And you need to be a reference. Okay, you're not upset. So update display level system. We save you. Where's my update? Here's the update display level system. Okay, you're not yelling about the same thing anymore. So if I run you, does it work? We're at level 1. Cool. Went away. Lovely. Do you come back after I destroy this asteroid? No. Okay, you do not. It got like destroyed right away. Why did it happen? Also, like, why did the other thing not update? Like, when I start the game, I notice we have level 1 here, but I don't have the other messages here, which is that's cool. I feel like our display messages. Wait, no, wrong one. Draw message, I think, is what it is. We query for all of you. We get all of you out. For you, we get our data wrapper text, which is the message. We get the location of where you are. Then we draw. Okay, so for each message in here, we draw the message to borrow. That. Okay, so that should be fine. Like, I think that should work for us, but for some reason, I've screwed it up. Because like when I run this, I don't have this other message anymore. I accidentally killed that. I don't remember where that comes from. It's not display level, display message. So it's one of these. Insert message into world. So are you not happening anymore? I would think that this still happens, but maybe it doesn't. Let's do a debug here. See if we get it here. No, it does not. So what happened? Oh, if messages is empty. Because we have a message in here. Oh, okay. So lots of problems to fix in here. So first of all, the assumption that we don't have any messages anymore is no longer true because we're using messages to also display the level, and we'll probably also put the score in there as well. Which means that this guard case is no longer true. We have to exit out of here, not if messages is empty, but like I could do if messages only has one thing, but that's kind of silly. But like if messages.length is like less than or equal to 1, then this should just start working again. Now it's not an optimal way of doing this. Wait, that didn't work. Is equal to 1? Because I have one message in there right now, right? How many messages do I have? Debug messages.length. I have one. Okay. So if I have one message Oh, I don't want to return. Okay. If it's greater than 1. That's what it is. If you're greater than 1, then go ahead and like create this other message. Are you creating like a billion messages in there though? No, it's not. It's not creating a billion messages because what's happening is it's saying, hey, if there's more than one of these, return okay. Otherwise, do this. Adding this in then like gives us another message in here, which is great and all. But I think the real idea is that I need to like have an entity ID and like check that all out. So I think that's what I need to do here. That being said, that goes away. Then this other message goes away. That's cool. So I need to figure out what's. Oh, when you go away, it's deleting the message, isn't it? Oh man, because like when I delete the message, not that one. I think somewhere I'm doing a delete of messages. I think that might be in the main library. Down in the key code, handle respawn system. Do I delete? This handle respawn. Let's just get the player ID, rep player, color, in IDs. I need to like double check where the messages is being deleted. It's happening somewhere in here. It might be somewhere else that I'm doing that, but like we're doing this entire thing where you're getting like the player ship. Oh wait, no, here it is. Query for messages, and we're just deleting all the mess. Like here, just give me this, delete all the messages. Woo! I need to make sure that we also get like add an entity ID and then stop deleting these here too. So that's gonna be fun. We are deleting all messages, even if we shouldn't. All right, so that's a note there for myself. Let's clean up some of these warnings. We're not using level text in here anymore. Let's see. What else do we have? We're not using context in here. We don't need that at all. So we don't need to pass context in and create the level text. Which means we don't need you in here. Get rid of you. Which means we can get rid of you. Which means we don't need this context here, and no more problems. Okay, excellent. So we can play the game. It's sort of a little bit wonky now with like the messages sort of like not appearing at the right times, but at least like we have the like the start game message showing up at a right point. We have level kind of there. It disappears as soon as we start the game, so we need to fix that. But besides that, like we're on our way, because when we do score, then it should be easier to score everything, which should just work sort of as expected. And then like slowly we'll be able to move towards figuring out our AI situation and like what we're gonna do for that, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do an AI. but I think I'm gonna, like, it's after 12, it's almost 12:30. I need to go grab lunch, so I think I'm gonna, to end like the programming section here, I do want to do a quick sort of channel update. So I'm going to do a marker for that. Also leave the channel update in this video. But okay, so channel update. It is April of 2021. It's been like 4 months since I did my last channel update. Anyways, if you've been watching the YouTube videos, you may have noticed that I've got a bunch of Nature of Code videos going up. I've been deciding to go back through Nature of Code, although I'm doing those off stream for right now. Basically after work, sometimes when I have time available, I'm going in, going through, reading the book on my own, and then doing the exercises. They're usually like really short videos, and then upload them. I'm getting to the point where I might actually start trying out some of the things like before I do the video on it, so it won't be like truly the first time I try it, but rather like maybe after I like experiment around with it. That will keep the videos a little bit tighter, a little bit hopefully easier to watch, and hopefully nice and you know, I don't know if entertaining is the right word, but like hopefully there's some educational value in there too. It is big educational for me, so I'm hoping that you get something out of it. Another thing is I'm trying to like enter into some like nice self-care aspect for myself. I have been like, it's just been so much like doing stuff either like at work or a lot, you know, working on the stream here, doing now these videos after work. I need to make sure that I like have time for myself and making sure I don't burn out like I see so many other streamers and content creators do. So to prevent that from happening, so I don't have to like take an extended break, and also to like keep my like creative juices going as they were, I'm gonna start also like playing some games. Now I haven't decided if I'm gonna like stream myself playing games or if I'm just gonna like taking some time. So I won't be like creating like a million of these nature of code videos all at once. I'm gonna be probably doing them like, you know, a couple days a week, and the rest of the days after work I'm gonna be trying to like focus on getting through my really large backlog of games that I've just bought on Steam over the years. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I haven't really played a serious game and finished one in like, I don't know, years or so. At least that's what it feels like. Anyways, if you want to see me like play any of these games on Twitch, let me know. I'm probably not going to upload them to YouTube, even if I do play them on Twitch. So that would probably be the only place to see me do them. But yeah, let me know in like, you know, all the normal places. Probably the comments to this video is the easiest way, or on Discord too. Anyways, that's all the updates I have right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close off this video. Thank you everybody for continuing to watch and support the channel by watching, liking, and well, just hanging out with me. And I hope to see you online